Bata pa lamang po ang Pilipinang ito, mahal na niya ang mundo ng sining. And now she has turned her love for the arts into a thriving business. Henny Espinosa tells us more about this Filipino champion. Henny?
Yes, Jel, for Guenevere Rodriguez, jewelry making was just something fun she could do with friends. But her artistic abilities have now turned her into one of the most successful jewelers in New York. Don Tagala tells us more about this Filipino champion.
What started out as a jewelry making hobby when she was only 10 years old turned into a successful jewelry business in Brooklyn, New York. Guenevere Rodriguez and her friends started to sell their glass and wooden bead jewelries for $6 each in flea markets before she started working on precious and semi-precious stones as she grew older.
When you do work with things that are more affordable, you can just work with them, not think, and then you can get good at it. And then as you, are more serious, your experience from that helps you.
Today, this Filipino-American makes high-fashion jewelry made from crystals, gold, silver, and other precious stones. More than 80% of her line is made by Rodriguez. Guenevere Rodriguez, the jewelry brand, has been featured in top fashion magazines such as Vogue, Vanity Fair, Elle, and the New York Times Style magazine. Recently, the People magazine Style Watch featured her loud knot rings. She was also commissioned to make custom jewelry for stars like Sarah Jessica Parker, Uma Thurman, Tyra Banks, among many others.
It's nice because when you do work with celebrities, you know, people care about that stuff. You know, I serve everyone, students to celebrities, that's what I say. Hi, I'm Guenevere Rodriguez.
Her jewelry gallery in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, was recently featured on NBC. While many stores around this Brooklyn neighborhood have closed down as a result of the slow economy, Guenevere's store survived the recession. Her guts told her to bring her store to her customers by having jewelry parties wherever and whenever she can. Creativity is in Rodriguez's genes. Her grandfather, Manuel Rodriguez, brought printmaking to the Philippines in the 60s, which led to the graphic arts movement in the Philippines. With her success in the jewelry business, Guenevere gives back. Her favorite charities include the Tibet House of the Dalai Lama and the Rational Animal, a non-profit that works to improve the lives of homeless animals, working animals, and wildlife. She says pursuing one's passion is the only path to success.
Go for your dreams and do what you want and own it. You know, everyone else will tell you this or that. You can't listen to anyone but yourself, because in the end, you're the one who's going to be left with whatever you make of it.
Don Tagala, ABS-CBN News, New York.
For being a successful entrepreneur that turned a hobby into a lucrative business, and for giving back to the community despite her success, Guenevere Rodriguez is a true Filipino champion, Pinoy na may pagmamalaki. Jel.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Henny Espinosa at kapamilya. Kung meron po kayong kakilalang kababayan natin sa North America na dapat po nating ipagmalaki, someone who inspires you and someone who makes you proud to be a Filipino, sumulat po kayo sa amin sa Balitang America at abs-cbni.com and write Filipino champion in the subject line. Tell us briefly why this person is a Filipino champion. Please include your phone number so we may call you if we choose your entry.